Hey, it is Kelsey, and today we are going to go over everything you need to know for pull-up form. So I'm going to go over positioning for all of the different areas of your body to make sure that you have great form so that you can start improving your pull-ups. So if you're ready, let's get to it. Let's go over everything that you need to know about pull-up form so that you can be able to be strong in every single position to improve more quickly and also stay safe from injury. So we're going to go over everything you need to know from head positioning to shoulder positioning, abs, glutes, feet, everything. So if you're ready, let's get to pull-ups. So for today's form, we're gonna do an overhand grip. There's also an underhand grip, which is technically a chin-up, and then you could also do a neutral grip where your palms are facing each other, and that's also a different type of pull-up or a chin-up. But today I'm gonna be coaching you through a pull-up, which is the overhand grip. All the body positioning is pretty similar besides your elbow positioning, but today we're just gonna go over the pull-up. So what I would like you to do is make sure you have some sort of like box or something that you can step up onto. That just helps you be able to have more control over your descent so you're not injuring yourself as you're jumping down from the bar. So I always like to say, have something to step up to. Now for this, hand positioning. Let's start with our hands. Where do I put my hands? For a regular pull-up, you want them slightly wider than shoulder width apart, and that's gonna give you a good, strong base to really focus on building your lats. Because when we're doing our push-ups, we're really focusing mostly on building our back muscles. Absolutely, you're gonna be working your arms, you're gonna be working your shoulders, you're gonna be working your core, but it's really gonna be hitting the back. So slightly wider than shoulder width is going to be great hand positioning. Now, when you think about pull-ups, it's really a vertically moving plank. So you want your body to have tension throughout the entire body. So you want your core to be tight, your glutes to be tight, your legs to be straight. You want it to basically be a moving plank. So just be thinking about that as you get into your pull-up positioning. So our hands are gonna be about shoulder width apart. Now, when you get into a dead hang position, what I want you to be thinking about next is shoulders. What am I doing with my shoulders? Now, a lot of times, people don't really think about that, but it's really important to engage your shoulders at the beginning and end of each pull-up. So when you're doing that at the bottom, you're gonna be protracting your shoulders. So right here, I'm in a dead hang. My shoulders aren't active at all. But what I want you to do is to roll your shoulders down and back into an active position. So as you can see, my shoulders are rolling back, and that's gonna help you get into position to have a really strong pull-up. So your hands are gonna be slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Your shoulders are gonna be retracted into a strong position. Now next, I want you to be thinking about your head positioning. Head positioning is super important. So at the bottom of the pull-up, you want to keep a neutral position with your neck. So just like a plank, your body is straight as an arrow. And then once you get to the top of the rep, when you pull up at the top, a lot of times I'll see people reaching with their neck. So when I come down, I'll show you, a lot of times I'll see people reaching with their neck, reaching forward, trying to get their chin over the bar. But instead, what I want you to do is think about getting your chest to the bar and keeping that neck in a very neutral position. When you push your head forward like that, it can cause neck strain. It's just not good for you. So try and keep that head straight. So now we've got our hands, we've got our shoulders, we've got our head. Now I want you to think about your core being super tight. So it's like if someone were to punch you in the stomach, that's how tight I want your core to be. So we're gonna have tight core. I want tight glutes as well. So you're squeezing your core, squeezing your glutes, and that's gonna help you keep a really neutral spine. Like I said before, this is a moving plank. So when you really focus on tightening your core, tightening your glutes, that helps with your positioning. Next again, so now we have all this positioning. Our legs want to be tight as well. Now look at my feet. My feet are dorsiflexed, which basically means I'm bringing my toes up to my shins. So just like we were in a plank position, if you're in a plank position on the ground, your toes are flexed on the ground. And that's exactly what I want you to be doing in your pull-up as well. So this is a moving plank vertically. So our feet are gonna be flexed, bringing those toes to those shins. That is your positioning for the bottom of your pull-up. So then once you're ready to actually do your pull-up, roll those shoulders back, engage those lats, and pull. So once we do that, let's get in that position, roll the shoulders back, and pull that chest to the bar, bringing your head to a neutral position. And that is a full pull-up, just like that. Your pull-up is a moving plank and is a great, really empowering thing that you can be working on. I cannot tell you, when I got my first pull-up, it was the most empowering thing in the world because it was something that I believed I just wasn't capable of doing. I just thought, I'm not built for that. I'm not able to do that. But it was something that I really focused on. And when I put in the consistent practice, I surprised myself with what I was able to do. I got 1 pull-up, eventually got 5 pull-ups, got 10 pull-ups. Now I'm in the teens, and that's really exciting because it's something that I never thought I could do. And if I can do it, you can do it too. So make sure that you're just really practicing, focusing on some of these basics, focusing on some of the different modifications and variations that you can do, and it's a great way to improve your pull-ups over time.